This is a video response to Venom Fang X and his Proof That God Is Real video. Venom, I gotta say I'm a big fan of your work. I really like the video, and for those of you who have not seen the video, I'll post the link up on the side over there. But what I'd like to do today is I'm not going to prove the existence of God to you. If you don't believe that there is a God, I recommend you don't finish watching this video. This video is more to help believers strengthen their faith. I'm going to provide evidence for a way that God could interact with our universe. A lot of arguments I've heard against God is saying that he doesn't have a mechanism with which he can interact with us. People say all the time that God did this and God did that. What the atheists want to know is how. And I can tell you right now I don't have the answer. But I can tell you that I have a pretty good idea on a way he could do it. Now, most people, I'm probably going to assume, have not heard the flatland argument used by Carl Sagan. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to try to explain... Sorry about that, that was my cell phone. Like I said, what I'm going to do is explain the flatland argument. So what I'm going to do is, basically this is the way that the argument works. We are three-dimensional creatures. We understand up, down, left, right, back and forth. That's really kind of simple for everybody to understand. So we're going to take people here in Flatland. This is where they live. We have little flat people in their little flat house who drive their little flat cars. They can only understand two-dimension. Flatland sort of kind of looks like this. So when it comes to people in Flatland, they could not understand a person in third dimension like we are. If I tried to communicate with the people in Flatland, they would not be able to understand who and what I am. If I were to show them who I was, say by putting my finger through the paper, they would see my finger appear suddenly out of nowhere because they don't understand up and down. And suddenly my finger would appear as a small dot. And then, as my finger continued to go through Flatland, it would become a bigger and bigger and bigger dot until we got to my hand and wrist and arm and whatnot. So it would absolutely terrify and frighten the people of Flatland because they don't understand what is happening to them. They don't understand. But still, I can affect Flatland from out here. I can poke people in Flatland, and they don't understand how it's being done, but they can feel the pressure of my finger. I can do all sorts of strange things to the people in Flatland, and they don't know what's going on. Likewise, with God being outside of our dimensions, we already understand now that there's a fourth dimension known as time. We all experience time, but we can't really explain time. People in Flatland can experience the motion of up and down. They can experience it, but they cannot explain it because they don't understand what up, down is. Likewise, we can live in time and experience time, but we cannot explain time. There is also what we'd like to consider as a fifth dimension, or space-time. The space is an area with which we live in over time. Now, space-time cannot be experienced by us as three-dimensional creatures, or explained. We can only theorize as to what space-time could possibly be. And many scientists today theorize that there are at least 11 different dimensions coming out from R3. So if God were to interact with one of these other dimensions, with the 10th or 9th or 8th dimension, or so on all the way down to the 4th dimension, we would not know what he is doing or be able to explain what he is doing. All we would realize is the effects. Now, it's very simple to explain how I can interact with these people because I am a third-dimensional creature. I am outside of them. I can understand their dimension and my own, and I can explain how I'm able to poke and touch. Likewise, God can explain how he is able to do things to us. But we cannot understand them, which is, he is so much more intelligent than we are. Time, he is outside of time, he is outside of all of our dimensions. God cannot be contained. So what I pose to you is that we are like the people of Flatland to God. God can poke us, he can do all sorts of things to our finite dimensions. but we cannot completely understand who and what God is. And that is my argument from the dimensions for the explanation of how God interacts with our universe. And like I said, for those of you who have not seen Venom Fang X's videos, I'm going to post those over there. Sorry, the camera thing is all backwards and reversed and whatnot. I'm going to post them over there. Subscribe to him. Check out his videos. He's a really great guy. I wish I could post this as a video response, but I technically can't because he won't let me. But Venom, I hope you check this video out, and I'm a big fan of yours. So, peace. God bless.